Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So we're getting back to the money talks, and I'm calling this is why people are struggling. We're finna look at some numbers. I'm gonna give you some numbers for Milwaukee, and then we're gonna go for a ride. So according to Milwaukee County maximum household income, the low income limits. I'm finna show you why people are struggling. One person, 55,950. Two people, 63,950. Three people, 71,950. Most people are struggling because they don't make that much. Now let's look at some other statistics. It says, while ZipRecruiter is seeing annual salaries high as $99,000 and as low as $33,500, the majority of livable salary currently range from between $48,000 to $69,500, with top earners making $89,000. Middle class income in Wisconsin, $67,080 according to U.S. Census Bureau in 2021. Most people ain't making these wages, man. I'm gonna tell you. Like a lot of people. Okay, so it says, is $20 an hour a livable wage? In general, $20 an hour is not considered a livable wage in California. For a working couple with one child, that would be $23.81 per hour. For a single adult with no children, it would be $21.24. The point I'm making is this. Most families do not make this much. And I'll show you something else. There are people that make more than these numbers that I'm showing you, but they're struggling as well. Because as you begin to make purchases such as a house and you pay a mortgage, or a car, you pay a car note, that causes, if you making a livable wage, for it to shrink down to a non-livable wage. Now, what I'm looking for is the Journal, our newspaper here, had a breakdown completely. Okay, maybe this is where it is. Livable wage for an adult with one child. I'm going to show you. This is why people struggling. It's not always, they try to say it's because you bad with money. Man, you have to not buy anything. So, livable wage for an adult with one child in Milwaukee is $36.91 per hour, and for two children it's $50 per hour. Most people are not making that. I just got hired for a high paying job, considering it don't pay no 36 an hour. Now with overtime, it'll pay a little over that, but they say this is the livable wage. So any job that you have that pays less than this, that's why you're struggling. Now, this is also why college is a scam. Because if you don't, no, hold on. If you don't take something, now, for instance, like wherever you live, you're supposed to go on there and see what the livable wage is. So I just told you, if you live in Milwaukee or the surrounding areas, they say the livable wage is $36 with one child. $36.91. With two children, it's $50. So if you choose to go to college, you shouldn't go in no field that's gonna pay you less than the livable wage, because again, I mean, you're gonna have student loan. So you need to find out what the livable wage is where you are. And if you choose to go to college, I would go straight out of high school. Don't quit. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. If you got to work, you got to work, and take something that's going to give you the livable wage. Now, you might not always make the livable wage when you first start in your career path, but you should be making that wage after your first or second year of working in that field. Even if you have to move on to another job and doing the same thing, that's going to pay you the livable wage. Because see, this is why people struggling. This is why people check to check. This is the main reason. The main reason is not because they're wasting their resources. It might be the main reason for some, but collectively, that's not the main reason why 73% of people are check to check. When you look at the expenses in some of these cities and you compare what the wage is that they're making, that will determine how they're going to live, because they're going to have to, buy food, they're going to have to buy gas, they're going to buy clothes, they're going to have recreation, they ain't going to just sit in the house. All of those things are going to eat away at their wage. Now, me personally, I went and got this job because my businesses, it's kind of slowed down. I don't want to slow down. So I had to go back in my field. So now, when I'm not working there, I'm still going to be doing the things that I was doing without this job. So now I'm a blossom. I'm obviously, like, my finances finna take a major turn for the better. Because what people got to realize is sometimes you got to do more than you want to do to get ahead. And sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do to get ahead. Like, I believe in following your passions, but I believe that money should be a bigger passion than anything that you want to do, because the lack of money is going to hurt everything from your sleep to your health to your the way you eat. It's going to hurt your lifestyle altogether. So to me, the most important thing is money, not liking what I do. I mean, you would hope that you could get on a job and they'll leave you alone, they'll teach you the job, and you could just be making your money. Same thing about business. Like, I got business aspirations. So I don't have time to go backwards. Some of the things that I was doing, it's been a slowdown. So I had to make a move. Just like some of y'all might need to make a move. You might have to go in a field. Okay, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Say, for instance, police, corrections, cleaning. Like, you might not want to do some of these things, but are these things going to put you over the top? Like, think about it. If you got a job, you making $10 an hour, right? Just say you live in Michigan or Indiana or even here in Wisconsin. You got a low-paying job, but you got a good driving record. You got a clean record. Why not go in a field, like, why not go drive for Amazon? You like driving? Why not just go drive for Amazon or something, make $20 at least? You $20 is not a livable wage in a lot of cities, but $20 will get your feet in the door with a lot of stuff. Like, in this Midwest, you make over $20 an hour, and you manage your money right, you do something else along with that, you'll be okay. It's a start. But I would tell people who like driving, man, you might want to get that CDL. Go ahead and make that 80, 90, 100,000 a year. Or if, let's say, you're a pharmacy tech, why not go back to school, be a pharmacist, make 100 grand a year. 100 grand, according to them, is livable. Depending on where you live. Like if you live, I lived in Texas for 3 years. They say Texas got a high cost of living, but Texas, you making 100,000 a year, you're gonna be good. You should be fine. They're gonna give you everything. Texas will give you the world. You making money. You just gotta, you gotta manage it. So you wanna always be upgrading. You know how people will stay on a job just because they cool with the people who are already there, who don't have no ambition, ain't trying to move up and nothing. Man, you should always be trying to do better. You should always be trying to do better. If you that comfortable in your job, then I would say get you another job that don't interfere with that job, or get you some type of side hustle and build on that. Don't get comfortable. Like, you know why some of these people, like, look at Shaq, for instance. Look at Jeff Bezos. Look at Elon Musk. One reason why these guys is getting so rich because they refuse to be content. Like, look how rich Shaq is. Shaq always, he always had them high contracts, but now it's like the businesses that he doing is putting them in a hole. Let's look up Shaq net worth. Let's look him up. We're going to look at how much he made from his basketball career. Shaquille O'Neal. Somebody already Shaq net worth. $400 million. It says Shaq is worth $400 million. Now let's look up how much he made from basketball. Look at Jordan. Jordan is worth over $1 billion. LeBron is worth over $1 billion. Now, if they would have said, you know what, I'm just going to take my little basketball money, they wouldn't be worth that much. Both of them are astute businessmen. Okay, let's look it up. Let's look up. And we got another one that used to play for the Bucks when I was a kid, Junior Bridgman. He didn't make that $600 million playing basketball. Okay, it says he earned $292 million from contracts, and an estimated man, he must have been spending. They must have gotten. Shawnee must have got him. Because if he made $492, he's still worth $4. So that means she probably got over 200. Let's look up Shaq's. Nah, he didn't even have to pay her. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, my goodness, man. It says Shaq gave 3 houses to Shawnee as a settlement that was valued at $33 million. The 4-time NBA champion was even close to shelling out around $200 million in alimony for her to get with some other dude. Wow. And they had a prenuptial agreement. They saying that he filed for divorce from her. Yeah. Now he filed for divorce from Shawnee. And he had to pay all that money. Not good, man. It ain't looking good for your boy either, man. Not looking good, man. But back to what we was talking about, so we can wrap this up. You never want to settle. Like, I know people, like, for instance, the job I worked at before this job I'm finna have, in the same, organization. I hadn't worked there for 2 years, 2.5 years. Some of the people, in fact, most of the people are still there. And if they anything like they were when I was there, they're not doing anything but that. You're not gonna come up like that, man. Me, I got all types of stuff in the works. All types. Like, I got all types of stuff I'm finna try to do. But I'm gonna do it one by one. So you gotta start somewhere. If you don't got a job, get a job. If you're having a hard time getting a job, go for the jobs that don't nobody want. And just do it and keep looking. Go for fast food. Like I told y'all, man, I was doing, some weeks ago, I had started working 2 jobs. And I still was doing what I do out here. I ended up quitting the first one because they had got on some garbage. I quit the other one because they got on some garbage. And then I got another job that paid more than both of them combined. Because I refused to keep going backwards. Like, I was trying my best. I heard Coach Greg say the same thing. He was talking about how that's all people do sometimes. So he said some of them have to grift. I was trying my best to stay out there and keep doing what I was doing, but I wasn't getting nowhere, so I had to switch up my game plan. See, I plan on owning. Think about it. You don't stop dreaming. That's why I don't talk to these broke people. These people ain't doing good about what I'm trying to do, because they'll try to put what they think about you on you. But you can solve that by don't stop talking to these people, man. I don't care if they is related to you, man. All people that's related ain't family. Do they help you? Have you ever went to them for help and didn't get it? Okay, then you shouldn't be telling them what your plans is. So I stopped telling people what I'm finna do, because it wasn't getting me nowhere. Why should I tell them? They ain't gonna help me. People try to pee on you. Like, people will try to give you hand-me-downs. Don't take no hand-me-downs from nobody. If you have a baby and they tell them, unless it's somebody at your job or something, people in your family should not be giving you hand-me-down. Neither should people that you consider as friends. Tell them, if they can't buy you something, don't give you nothing. Or if you don't want to tell them that, if they can't handle you coming at them like that, just be like, nah, we should be fine. Thanks for offering, though. But don't take no hand-me-down. And don't take nothing from nobody that's broker than you. They peoning you. That's peoning. You should be helping them. But I wouldn't help nobody to try to peon me. These things, man, you'll be amazed. This type of subtle, secret stuff that's keeping a whole bunch of people broke. Set your goals, believe them, go for it. I want a yacht. I want a Ferrari truck. I ain't selling my soul or doing no goofy stuff. I'm going to get out here and get this money and get this stuff. I'm going to get this money for myself. I want 2 houses. I want a house that people can't get to, close to the water, in the middle of nowhere with no neighbors. That's one of the houses I want. And then I want another house that's kind of like a side-by-side where my sons and their families can live together. My sons are close. You know, if you close, this is what people got to realize. If you close to your siblings, they'll stop moving away from each other. Or get them to move if you want to move that bad. But y'all got to stop breaking close ties, because it's hard enough out here finding people that you connect and that you mesh with like that, to be moving away from the people that you close to. Me, I'm all right with my siblings, but it ain't like that. It ain't like my sons. I ain't as close as they are. They should never move to different cities away from each other. Get these broads, man. Do not let women come in between real friendships and real relationships with your siblings. They're not that important. If they want to move, you don't. You like being around your brother. Every fight, you and your brother drinking beer, kicking it. She want to move to that, man, get out of here, man. I'll tell her, like, I ain't moving away from my brother. Or if you close to your parents up in age especially. That's why when people be telling me, I be like, man, you should move. Nah, man, you know, I ain't finna leave my mother. I definitely understand. Like, I love my mother too. We ain't close like that to where I would let it stop a decision, because if I could just always come see her or bring her to see me. But when you got a parent that's up in age, y'all really close and they won't leave, I mean, I don't know. It's your decision. But I'm not letting none of these broads come in between me. If you close to your sisters and brothers, especially if y'all twins, no, never. Never, man. Never. But you got to get up to at least a livable wage, man. So wherever y'all live, find out what the livable wage is and go for that. Anyway, that's all I had. Thanks for watching. I know they coming with all this, these aliens is getting bored. Now they want to come, they creating stuff in labs because they're not elite, like they say. If they were elite, they wouldn't be trying to get rid of us. We're nothing. They're better than us. If they were really better than us, a lot of the stuff we seeing would not be going on. They're bored. In the lab trying to create stuff. Get out of here with that, man. Get out of that lab and enjoy life. You better than us, right? You should be happier than me then. If you better than me, you got more than me, right? How am I happier than you? And I have all type of trials and tribulations at times. And I'm still happier than some of these people who think they better than me. I'm still enjoying life more than them. You need to figure out how to enjoy life instead of wanting to see other people suffer. You better than me, right? Okay, let's see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Get this money. And I'll see you on the next video.